W, and I'm an alcoholic.
Greetings, Psychonauts. Trip report. We have Mr. E here. He just did a half ounce. He's definitely in the big boys club, and just bow down to him. He's a wizard now. Anyway, he's gonna report. The funny thing is that he was one of the last people I think would do that amount, and he just came to me and he said he's gonna do it. He wants to die, and let's do it. And next thing I know, he's shoving down a half ounce of mushrooms like it was a delicious cheeseburger. And next thing you know, he's gone. And it was a rough, long one. And he's gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about still processing. How long has it been, Gary? I mean, Mr. E. Don't worry, I could edit.
It was. It's going to be a week tomorrow, so it's a full 6 days.
And still,
since I've done how many grams? 13?
I think 13 and a half, 14. It's pretty much a half ounce.
Okay, half ounce of psilocybin. And, first I want to say that coming out of it, first I want to say that I've been psychic all of my life and have always had a knowing. I went in and did this. I guess I started last October. I've had 4 experiences. I call them experiences. And this was my 4th, 6 days ago. The first one I think I did around 8 grams. And my psychic abilities multiplied. And I saw vortexes open and family members walk through. And I personally had a major healing during it.
I was there also. I was had similar experience at the same exact time.
So, can I say your name?
Yeah. Good.
So Langford has been on each journey with me. He's been my guide and just sitting and protecting me. I feel safer when he's there while I'm doing this, because I feel so vulnerable. But that first trip, I experienced my father who committed suicide. I had a healing, and finally, after many, many, many years, I was healed from emotional healing from the experience. So that led me to be open and to stay open and to not judge. I come from not a conservative background, but I certainly doing things like this isn't a norm for me. I've always been extremely cautious whatever I do to my body. But this was something I knew I should explore. I wanted to explore. So that was my first experience. The second time was a lighter dose. It was a microdose. And I was just open psychically. But I was with a group of people that some of which I didn't know well. So the intensity, the sensitivity of knowing as a psychic and as an empath, knowing others' pain was intensified. So that was not a very pleasant experience for me because I could feel the pain of one person in the group. Mm-hmm. The third time was in Sedona with this group. And
Kelly's sitting right here too.
And Kelly was here. And
we can talk about that one.
We did only 5 grams, but being in that energy and the vortexes of Sedona magnified it. Now, it was a very pleasant experience. It wasn't breakthrough. I had kaleidoscope, color. I had euphoric. It was a euphoric feeling. Yet, when I left, after being there for 4 days, when I left, I felt like something wasn't quite finished. That I didn't accomplish what I thought I was there to do. And now this leads me up to the May, whatever last Monday was, whatever date, Monday at 3:00, where I went in on the top of the hill, out in the open, and Langford was there doing less than me, and I did the half an ounce. My psychic, the portals opened up. I began to understand and see things for others, yet it became terrifying. The experience was I could feel my physical body dying as I was being drawn in. And this deity or entity or something within my consciousness, subconscious, came and grabbed me and took me under. And I recall sitting there saying, it's not taking me. I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to die today. But I felt my body dying. Ask me questions. What else?
As far as the dying thing is concerned, Gary went up with intention of dying, and he surprised me too. He's like, "I'm coming to die today," and like he knew he was going for the ego death experience, and we definitely achieved it. And
Okay.
he was in a time loop. Want to talk about the loop?
So all I knew was that I needed to stay in my body, and should I come back, when I come back into my body, once this experience was over, that I want to be the best version of myself. That means with integrity, with everything, my health, finances, relationships, letting go of past pattern, you know, sexually, all of it, letting all old patterns go, and being the best version that I can of myself. And this realization, while I was still in the euphoria of the mushrooms, now that it's 5 and 6 days out, it's a difficult to hold on to, because it's almost as if, when you're waking up and you're just, the dream, and then you begin to forget it. Well, that's the process I'm going through right now. Yet, it's left me with a new set of core values that to live by, which I knew deep down all along, but I always somehow, it was okay for me to maybe take the gray path, but now I get it, how important it is to take the high road, and it's important to walk that. So all I can say to you, whoever's listening to this, is taking this much and doing this process is not for sissies. And believe me, I'm no big, I don't.
I think most psychonauts will agree that 14 grams is not for sissies.
It was hard.
He's preaching
And
to
my
the choir
physical
here, Gary.
body, it was totally uncomfortable the entire time. It was a gut-wrenching experience, and I don't really care to experience it ever again.
And it was 3 hours of gut-wrenching experience. And again, he brought up something that I recalled, the extreme discomfort. And it's like, I kind of described it as, imagine if you have extreme claustrophobia and they put you in a straitjacket in a coffin and let you chill. And let you chill for a few hours. That's what it felt like. So, and as I was watching him, I was questioning my sanity. Why am I fucking doing this? Because that brought me, you kind of forget. It's like childbirth. You forget how rough it was. So, and he forgot. He came out and he's like, he kind of forgot the hard part a little bit. But I recorded some video of it, showed him today, and brought back some memories. And
It was very difficult to watch.
yeah, it was.
And not that I was, flailing all over, screaming as a maniac. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting in a beach chair with a hoodie on, with my beanie pulled over my eyes to keep the sun out. And it was just intense cold, cold sweat, and
I told him to bring a sleeping bag, but he didn't.
I forgot. And I had to tell you, you will pee in your pants twice.
So that's a sign of true ego death when you're sitting there, and especially for this guy, I never thought that would happen. So that was a big thing. So yeah, we all know about that. So there's no worries. But yeah, it was very cold, and when you're going high dose, that's just exacerbated. It's like the cold hits like a wall. And it's just every discomfort is pretty. That's why I did my 21 grams in my bedroom, so I could just be in my bed when I'm done. So,
well,
yeah, he was like, that makes total sense.
The total discomfort. But the other thing I will say is the traveling that I did. Once I started to let go, the actual traveling, I had events in my life. I was with them. I was reliving them, involved in it. I stayed very much here in the present. It was this lifetime. I didn't go back to others. I didn't see ancient civilizations, but I did go off-world. I walked on Mars, And I remember I just got really fucking pissed that we have sent equipment to Mars and that we're going to deface that planet like we're doing to the Earth, and how wrong it is, how we should not be abusing it, we should be conserving it and preserve it. And the same with Venus. I was there also. And then I took a trip with Captain Picard and I went around the universe. I did. And I was just flying around, having a great old time, I guess. I was seeing nebulas and galaxies, and I didn't see other beings. I just know I saw things that were awesome. Yeah.
And Sedona, he brought up Sedona a lot. So he asked me a few times if we were in Sedona. I remember that.
And I finished what I didn't start there.
Yeah, he picked up where he left off.
I finished what I left undone there.
Yeah. So.
I picked up, and I know myself better now. I know myself more now. I'm also a lot more comfortable. I'm uncomfortable, yet I'm comfortable in my skin at the same time. So that's it. There you go. Thank you.
That was golden, and stay tuned for more content. We're going to do a group one from Sedona, which is going to be pretty cool, I'm sure, with Troy, O'Shea, and Kenny. Talk to you soon, Psychonauts.